In this lecture, we are going to use Diffblue Cover to autonomously generate tests for a legacy application. More specifically, let's look at what we are going to cover. We will start by generating tests for a single class using the Diffblue Cover IntelliJ plugin. We'll then do the same by generating tests for a single class, but this time we'll use the Diffblue Cover CLI. And finally, we'll bulk create a complete test suite for an entire application. This is really where you're going to see the power of Diffblue Cover, where it can autonomously generate tests for an entire legacy application, even if it has 0 tests. Now for the demo application that we are going to generate tests for. You can find the source code downloadable in the resources section of this lecture. And more specifically, you can find it under section 4, lecture 17 and start. And now for the stack. We're using Java 17, Spring Boot version 4.0.1 with Spring Framework 7, and then we are using Gradle as our build automation tool, and it's going to be on version 8.14.3. Then the app is called Acme Retail. It's an order management system that is deliberately legacy flavored, and there's intentionally 0 tests, so you won't find a test directory under source. Now let's go ahead and open up this code in IntelliJ. Here we have our README open and we can read more about the application. What does the application do? The module keeps 2 calculation subsystems that in a real business would have accredited rules over many years. The discounting domain automatically loyalty tier discounts, the buy X get Y promotion calculation, and a stack discount cap that protects margin. Tax, destinations, and tax class aware sales tax on a taxable amount. And then all amounts flow through an immutable money value object with its own rounding and currency mismatch guards. Here we have the tech stack again and some guidance on how to build and run the app, and then how we can test whether it's working, and then the architecture. We've got enums, we've got the money value object, and 2 services. Now, importantly, we have some limits on how many tests we can generate with the trial license. So therefore, I kept the application really small. But the power of Diffblue Cover is also to generate tests for massive legacy applications. And then let's go ahead and open up our terminals. So you can hold down Alt and press F12 to open that, or click on the terminal icon. And then we are using Gradle as our build automation tool, and specifically the Gradle wrapper. So it's Gradle W, and then let's build. And then once it's built successfully, we can go ahead and run Gradle boot run. And this will start up our application. And once it shows Tomcat started, you can click on the kill command there. And it shows that its status is up. So this proves that our application is working. Now, what we are going to do now is generate our first tests for our first class. So let's go to source main Java, and then we can create tests for, let's create tests for the loyalty tier enum class. So you'll notice these test icons on the left of the class declaration, and that says write tests for loyalty tier with Diffblue Cover. Let's go ahead and click that. And then it's going to open up this Diffblue Cover tab. It's verifying our license, validating the request. Then it's going to check the environment, and then it's going to start writing our tests. Speaking about environment, it'll basically look at our build.gradle file. So we've got Spring Boot version 4.0.1, Java 17, and here we have all of our dependencies such as JUnit Jupyter, and we also have Mockito for mocking. So it's already busy writing our tests, and it'll start showing tests that we can review. Now, importantly, once it creates these tests, it won't automatically create it in the test directory. It'll first allow us to review it, and then once we approve and accept, it will actually write the files to disk. So there we go. It's already created the test directory and our package, but you won't see any tests in there until we review. So it seems like it's finished creating. So let's go ahead and click on review now. And then importantly, the original is blank because these are our first tests. So let's just go ahead and say accept all. And now it has actually created the files and we can add this. And now let's go ahead and look at our tests. Going to minimize there for a bit. And here we have our loyalty tier Diffblue tests. Here we've got some test getters and setters, arrange actor cert as our pattern again. And then here's a test. Test is at least when bronze, then return false. And then here we have test is at least when none, then return true. Test is at least when none, then return false. Test for lifetime spent, 2,499, 9,999. And then here we have gold and 24,999, 25,000. And as you can see that the Diffblue cover plugin has now generated quite a few tests for our loyalty tier class. And here's our loyalty tier class with the loyalty tiers, none, bronze, silver, gold, and platinum. And here we have our different methods. So now let's do the same for the tax class. But this time we're not going to do it via the Diffblue cover plugin, but rather through the Diffblue cover CLI. So let's go ahead and open up our terminals again. And then this time we are going to say dcover create, and then we have to give it the full package name and then tax class. So it's basically the full package name dot the class name. And let's go ahead and hit enter. And here it is detecting the environment. I see it says Java 21, but I think it's detecting it from my install Java rather than the build.gradle file. And then selected Java language compliance level 17. And then it's already creating our tests at 66%. It found 3 callable methods in one class, the tax class that we specified. And there we go. It created a total of 3 tests for our tax class. So I'm going to close that for now. And then let's go ahead and look at our tax class tests. So here we have a test for test is taxable, given reduced, then return true. Then we've got test is taxable, given standard, then return true. And then test is taxable, given 0 rated, then return false. Okay, so now we've generated tests via the Diffblue cover IntelliJ plugin and the Diffblue cover CLI. So next up is to basically generate tests for everything, so an entire application. So this is sort of pointing Diffblue cover at the entire app and then say create tests for it. And it's extremely useful for applications that have low or no test coverage. So if we go ahead and open up our terminals again, we can now say dcover create. So if you do that and you don't pass a class as an argument, it's going to create everything. And then it has found 33 callable methods in 6 classes. So we have our value object class, and then we also have 2 services, a discount service, and we also have the tax service. And it has started with our class, our application class, the order management system application class. So as suspected, it didn't create any for the application class, but 9 for loyalty tier. So it basically recreated what we created through the Diffblue cover plugin. And then for the tax class, 3 tests again. And then this was created via the Diffblue cover CLI initially by us. And then the value object, also 0 tests for that. And then our domain services should have some tests because that's where our main business logic resides. Okay, so a total of 56 tests were created for 12 methods. And then it's running the validation command. And then all 56 tests were created. So let's go ahead and look at that. So now you'll see that we have a service package in there. And then we've got our test for the discount service. Here we have a test for test by X, get Y discount given null, when money multiply return null, then return null. We've got another one for test by X, get Y discount given null, when money multiply return null. Test loyalty discount given false, when money is positive return false. Always arrange act assert. So quite a comprehensive list of tests for our discount domain service. And then for our tax service, we again have quite a few. And here, for example, test standard rate for when Great Britain, then return big decimal with 2000. And as you can see, we also have tests for our initial generated classes. So without me going through everything, let's go ahead and run all of our tests. And hopefully they all pass. And there we go. All 56 tests passed. You now know how to generate tests for a single class with the Diffblue Cover IntelliJ plugin. You also know how to generate tests for a single class through the Diffblue Cover CLI. And you also know how to create a full test suite for an entire application with the dcover create command.